Ezra is one of those intriguing figures in the Bible, whose story crosses into multiple books, connecting dots from Babylon back to Jerusalem. He gets his own book, aptly named after him, and he pops up in the book of Nehemiah. His timeline is set around the 5th century BCE, during the return of the Jewish exiles from Babylon. You can thank the Persian Empire for that one. Now, Ezra is described as a scribe skilled in the law of Moses. But he wasn't just any old scribe. He was a kind of ancient world polymath, well-versed in the law, a priest, and he had the backing of the Persian king. His credentials were solid, and his lineage traced back to Aaron, the brother of Moses. This dude had spiritual street cred. So, what are his characteristics? First off, he was a stickler for the rules. He was passionate about following the law and ensuring that his fellow Israelites did the same. When he got wind that the people, including priests and leaders, were not exactly sticking to the script, intermarrying with local non-Israelite residents, which was a no-no according to the law, he tore his clothes, pulled his hair, and prayed one heck of a prayer of confession. And leadership is another strong suit for Ezra. He's got the right mix of spiritual fervor and practical wisdom. He didn't just pray, he acted. He called the people to repentance, and he led a sort of spiritual revival that made folks recommit to the covenant. Ezra is also a teacher. He didn't keep all that law knowledge to himself. He shared it. He instructed the people in the ways they should live, helping them understand the traditions and laws that shaped their identity. Think of Ezra as a bridge. He was one of the key figures who helped transition the Israelites from exile back to establishing a society in their homeland, with a strong emphasis on adhering to their laws and traditions. In a time when everything could have gone off the rails, Ezra was determined to keep things on track. Now, if you were to stroll through the streets of Portland, you might not find a lot of folks chatting about Ezra, but his example still resonates even here in the Pacific Northwest. He's a reminder of the value of wisdom, the importance of teaching, and the sometimes tough role of ensuring that communities live up to their principles. Oh, and if you're wondering whether there's a modern-day version of Ezra scribing away and inspiring spiritual revivals, sure, there might be a few out there, but don't expect them to be pulling out their hair over it. Things have evolved a bit since then.